Welcome to qnawire.
We're asked how is the utilization factor for cogeneration plants defined, and could the utilization factor be unity for a cogeneration plant that does not produce any power? Um, so the cogeneration or the utilization factor is essentially a measure of how much of the energy that you're putting into a system you're actually using. Um, so in a cogeneration plant, you are suppose basically trying to utilize the heat. That instead of dumping the heat into a cold reservoir, you're trying to use the heat to do to use it for something. Um, so in this case, yeah. So the utilization factor is the definition of is the ratio of the energy utilized for useful purposes. And again, that's kind of a vague term, but for useful purposes to the total energy supplied. And if all the energy is used for heating, the utilization factor could certainly be one, because if you're if you're just using the energy you put into the boiler to heat something, then you're using all of it. So it could easily be one if you're not generating power. But in cogeneration plants, you're trying to utilize both the work that you could get out of the system, and also the heat. To use the heat for something instead of just dumping it. And in a lot of cases that some of the heat is used, but again, it's hard to distribute heat, um, where it's easy to distribute electricity to over long distances. It's hard to distribute heat over long distances. So a lot of times, basically, just the heat is dumped, and because there's no really real good easy way to use it, and unfortunately, that's usually the case.